What is going on, everyone? We are in southern Arizona on a deer and javelina hunt. It is middle of the day, so we have some time to kill. I thought we might as well go over what I have in my pack as far as essentials, maybe do kind of a pack dump, show you guys what I think is most beneficial hunting in this type of terrain, in this environment, for these types of animals. Most important thing that I think you would need out here is a good set of glass and a good tripod. So this one here, this is the Loophole Alpine CF 425. It's all carbon fiber, super smooth head on it. It works great, easy to pack. It's very compact, so it fits pretty much anywhere in the pack. You won't believe how many more things you'll see when you set your glass on a tripod rather than trying to hold it with your hands. What I would do is I would just keep a good set of binos, a good set of glass in my pack. This here is a quick disconnect. This thing is super nice. It allows you to put it on any set of optics. It's just a quick release. It's got a strap on it. You basically open it up. There's two little hooks in there. Put it on there, latch it on, put that on, boom, it's ready to go. Super simple. Like I said, you want it to be to where you don't have any hands on your optics, because then you'll shake a little bit and then it's really hard to see stuff. When you can just sit behind the glass and stare at one area for a while, you actually start to see stuff move, you know, whether it's a flicker of the ear or a wag of the tail. You start picking up those things and you start seeing a lot more animals than you normally would. Another thing I can't emphasize enough is, especially for your tags, is to get a waterproof pouch for them. This one's a scent. You can get this one, I think, at Bass Pro Shops or Walmart. I put all my tags in here, my tags and extra license, a couple pens, and some zip ties. Obviously, you know that if your tags get wet, they get destroyed. And being in a bag, in the climate and the weather with, you know, water, it's super easy for them to get messed up, and you don't want to have that happen when you're out hunting. Another important one is to have a glassing pad for your butt. This thing comes in handy, especially in this type of rough terrain where it's just nothing but rocks. You can get real sore real fast, and it doesn't feel good when you're sitting on a sharp rock for, you know, an hour or 2 hours. Game bags, super essential. You can get away with either using game bags or pillowcases. I found work really well. Also, not to be outdone, you have to have a snack bag. Make sure you always have your snacks. It's key to be well fed and hydrated when you're out there. And then get yourself a first aid kit. It doesn't have to be the biggest, most fancy first aid kit, but just have something, just in case, you know, you do get cut, especially if you get something and you start gutting it or skinning it, there is a chance of slicing your finger, slicing your hand. So you always want to make sure you have some Band-Aids, some butterflies, maybe a needle and thread for stitches in case you have to, and some gauze pad. Another good thing too, get yourself some good 550 cord. This stuff is universal. Use this thing for anything. Get yourself about 5 to 10 yards, spool it up like this and throw in your pack. It weighs nothing, but the uses of it are basically endless. Another thing to make sure you guys pick up is a good skinning knife or a gutting knife, and not just any knife, but a knife that has replaceable blades. Some knives come with just a scalpel blade, others come with an assortment of different variations. What's nice about having the replacement blades is that when you shoot something and it's getting late at night and it's getting dark, it's getting cold, you want to get back to camp, you don't have time to sit there with a fixed blade knife and a stone or a sharpener and constantly keep sharpening. You just pop an old blade off, put a new blade on, throw them in the trash when you get home. They're cheap, they're inexpensive. Buying a pack of, I think, 6 blades is like 12 bucks. So as far as the convenience factor goes, it's definitely worth having a replacement blade knife. Fixed blades are also good too, you know, breaking cavities, you know, the chest cavity open. It's good to have on your hip for emergencies, but as far as skinning something or gutting something, I would recommend getting something with replaceable blades. When you're hunting out here in the desert, probably the most important thing to have is a good bladder. So I always run the Platypus. I've had a couple of these over the course of the last 15-20 years. These things are good. They hold the water great, they never leak. Quick disconnect on the bottom for the hose. If you need to take it out, fill the bag up. I always fill the bag up while it's in the pack. It's just easier that way. Push that back in and you're ready to go. Always need water, especially when you're hiking, you're hunting, walking out in the desert. So good bladder bag is definitely essential. Bonus little tip here for you. What I want to do, I'm going to just zip these up really quick. Put the pack on, grab my bow. If you guys can, go pick yourself up these old school bow loops, or these bow hoops that go on your belt. Get one on your pack. It comes in handy when you're hiking around and you got your bow and you want to see something or you glass something. All you do is you put your bow like this, pull your binos out, you can glass, set it back down, pull your bow out. It's that easy. I don't see very many people using this to hold the bow up like that when you're hiking around, but it's definitely a game changer, especially when you don't want to sit your bow down all the time on the rocks or in cactus. So pick up one of these. I think they're like 10 bucks at an archery store, or you can even get them online. Throw them on your pack. Be glad you did. Trust me. So these are the essentials and what I have in my pack. Hopefully it gives you guys an idea of what to put in yours. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go hunting.